Another Battle Royale game joins the free-to-play fray, Bethesda sues Warner Bros, all that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free-to-Play Weekly. First up in the news this week, NCSoft's free-to-play MMORPG Blade and Soul has a brand new update live on its servers. Celestial Dawn has risen, and now's the time for players to tackle the final part of the 12-player Nightfall Sanctuary raid and pick up the new Gland Celestial Weapon Evolution. For those who don't care about the raid, this update also adds a new solo heroic dungeon, new in-game events, various changes, and more. Seems like a pretty decent update. Next up, if you're a fan of Wargaming's free-to-play naval combat title World of Warships, but would rather play it on consoles, you'll be happy to hear that World of Warships Legends achieves just that. The free-to-play console iteration of the game will be familiar to veterans of the game, but also will include some exclusive content and features that aren't on the PC. There will be 3 classes of ships, destroyers, cruisers, and battleships, with aircraft carriers being added at a later date. The alpha test for the game is expected to take place later this year and last about 2 months or more, followed by closed beta, open beta, and launch sometime in 2019. So, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One players rejoice, you just got another free-to-play game on the horizon. If you're looking for a less cartoony Battle Royale game to play or just really into reality TV shows, then the conversion of Outpost Games' SOS to free-to-play might interest you. In this game, you and 31 other contestants are all dropped off onto an island where the last man standing wins. Sounds familiar, right? Right now, it doesn't seem that the free-to-play conversion is being well received, considering the game is sitting at recent review status of overwhelmingly negative, and only has a 24-hour peak of 123 players. So maybe Outpost Games might need to send out an SOS for their game soon. Have you tried the game? If so, what did you think? Leave me a comment down below. Speaking of SOSs, Bethesda Softworks is suing Behavior Interactive and Warner Bros. Over alleged copyright theft related to the latter company's Westworld mobile game and its resemblance to Bethesda's Fallout Shelter. To add to this, Behavior worked on an early version of Fallout Shelter before Bethesda took over development in 2015. According to a copy of the lawsuit obtained by Polygon, Westworld has, quote, the same or highly similar game design, art style, animations, features, and other gameplay elements as Fallout Shelter. Also, Bethesda is suing for a, quote, breach in contract, inducements to breach in contract, copyright infringement, misappropriation of trade secrets, and unfair competition. By looking at Westworld's trailer, it's definitely a Fallout Shelter clone. I mean, let's just put that out there. But what do you think? Does Bethesda actually have a case? It's time for the question of the week. Last week on the show, I asked who was to blame for Lawbreaker's failure. Pretty much all of you stated that it was all on Boss Key, but mentioned Nexon deserves some of the blame due to the payment model situation. That said, if you wish for your comment to be possibly featured on next week's show, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, do you think Bethesda will win its case? Why or why not? Last up in the news this week, there's a new game in town, and well, it's an old game. Warlords Awakening is on Steam and is developed and published by Play With Games. It's going into early access later in 2018 and will allow players to go on a journey to become an Elite Lord. Now, that Elite Lord portion may make you remember a certain game called Elite Lord of Alliance, aka ELOA, that shut down late August, and there's a great reason for that. Warlords Awakening is ELOA, just under a different developer and publisher. Will it succeed this time around, or go the way of Bless Online and stumble? Leave me your thoughts down below. Speaking of things that don't stumble, giveaways, of course. Yes, head on over to mmobomb.com, check out the latest breaking news in the free-to-play space, click on that giveaways page, bookmark the page, and check it daily to ensure you never miss one. As for myself signing out till next week's show, my name is Zach Sharps, and I'll catch you guys next time.